Hi loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel and happy 2021. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today I want to do something a little bit different and tell you personally the lessons I have learned and my takeaways from 2020. So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to actually do a few of these videos this year. I really would like to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit more about some of the things that I'm, doing and some of the things that I'm learning, and but obviously never abandoning makeup or skincare or any of those goodies. But I really felt called to do this video. Because 2020 was a rough year for all of us, okay? I don't think there was anyone that was not touched by 2020. And if you weren't, then geez, bless you, because it was a rough year. But also, what I felt called to talk about was because I feel so many people are like, good, I feel like so many people are like, good riddance 2020, like, get out of here, which of course, yes, I'm all for, right? But I also think that sometimes changing our mindset can help us deal and learn lessons that we're supposed to when things really do look pretty dark. All right. Now, that's what I've been trying to do over the past year, as well going into 2021, doing more of this. I truly believe in gratitude. I truly believe in looking at least the small things you have around you and being grateful and thankful, and those will multiply and hopefully show more of that in your life because you are being full of gratitude. So my first one is the one thing that I've taken away from 2020 is my amazing YouTube community. You guys have been with me through so much. You guys have been with me through so many things that have happened with my family and in my life, and I just feel very thankful for you guys, and I want to tell you that personally, that I feel grateful that you allow me to do this every single day. And 2020 has taught me to be really introspective and grateful for every single thing that is in my life, and you guys are one of them. So thank you so much, and I am eternally grateful for you guys. So my takeaway from that is just gratitude, and I really urge you guys to try when you are feeling bad to look a little bit more in gratitude. It has also helped me, I will be honest with you guys. We're still, my cat's behind me. We are still working with my daughter's doctors and trying to figure out how to keep her epilepsy under control. We haven't been quite successful yet, so there's been a lot going on, and I am trying to just look to those days that are good and so much gratitude, and try to switch my focus to looking at it as a blessing and what I can learn from it, and the days that are good are being thanked for. Okay? All right, so I hope that that inspires you to do the same in your life. The second one is, honestly, during 2020, obviously, all of us were on lockdown, and many of us still are, or self-lockdown. Okay, so my family and I, we don't do much at all, just because we are trying to do the right thing for us personally. And one thing that I just learned in 2020 is how amazing it's been that I have actually married my best friend. I don't know if I could have gotten through quarantine without him, without his support. And I'm just so thankful that we actually like each other, and we can spend many, many, many months together as our little unit in one of the, at least my lifetime's darkest days. Number 3, my takeaway is family time. Okay. Now, yes, I have enjoyed really being this small family of 3 and playing games, but I'm not going to lie, there were many times where I just kind of got like annoyed, or like I just wanted to go and do something, or I just wanted a minute. But I also know that this time is a gift. It's a gift that we don't get a lot to, we don't do this a lot. My husband travels used to travel about 75% of the time for his job. Gray's very busy with her school and her schedule, and this really made us slow down and really appreciate the time that we did have together. And I actually learned a lot about my daughter over this time. I mean, I haven't spent, you know what I mean when I say this, I haven't spent this much time with her just all day, every day, in a very, very long time, and especially as she's growing up. She's 6 now. So I have learned so much about her, and I don't know if I would have had that opportunity if we hadn't had something as awful as this pandemic happen. The next one. I think we go through life sometimes, especially in I guess in the 40s, and all of my friends I know, is we go through life and we forget that, you know, to call a friend, to call a loved one, to call your parents, and hope if your grandparents are still alive. We just kind of rush around, rush around, rush around. Now, it's been a little over a year since I have seen my mother, my father. Derek hasn't seen his mother, his father, his brother, his sister. I haven't seen my stepsister, my niece, my nephew, and I know a lot of you guys can relate to this. And it has really taught me to pick up the phone. Okay, we so live in this texting world, the social media world, but pick up the phone and call someone. You never know what they might need that day. And since we can't see each other, I literally just learned to pick up the phone. And now I talk to them all the time. We do Zoom calls and Zoom happy hours, and I don't think that's going to end, you know, ever. So I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to learn to do that with my family and my friends. I won't know if you guys relate to this, I'm sure you do, but I also realize that I don't need very much. I don't need a lot of things, a lot of clothes. I mean, I need all the skincare, let's be honest with you. But you know what I mean. In all honesty, this shutdown and what's happened in 2020 is really reminded me that I really need to be more introspective and connect with family and friends and neighbors and community, more than worrying about, you know, people's cars and purses and what's the new like fashion style and things like that. Now, I know that brings a lot of people joy, and it does me too, but I thought I needed more. I mean, I'm just being very real here. I thought I needed more. I thought I might need X, Y, and Z and da-da-da-da, but come to find out, I don't. I need my friends, I need my family, I need my cat, I need my neighbors, and that's all I really, really need to, you know, to get through this. So let me know if you guys connect with that, and I'd love to hear your stories about that as well. The last few things is that I'm really grateful, and I've always been grateful to work for myself. I've worked for myself for almost 15 years, so I don't really know a ton of difference. I mean, I did work in corporate America after I graduated college, but I am feeling very thankful that I do have the time, or I have the ability to work during a pandemic. This is something that is not, you know, given to a lot of people. A lot of people have lost their jobs and have fallen on hard times, and I am just so grateful that I got out on a limb one day and I said, you know what, this corporate America stuff isn't for me, and I'm gonna go and do something that I love. You know, Peter Mon, if you don't watch him, says this really amazing saying, which his dad says, which is, do what you love and the money will follow. Do what you love, and if the money doesn't follow, at least you're doing what you love. And that's kind of how I feel. I feel blessed to be able to work for myself, because I have so much flexibility. And so my message here is, if 2020 hasn't taught you much, or if you haven't taken away much from it, which I hope you do, is that to reach for your dreams, because what we have is so fleeting, okay? Your job is so fleeting. Yes, of course, I could go out of business tomorrow for myself, but I am in control of that. So if you have a dream that you want to do, you want to pick up knitting, or you want to start your own business, or you want to start your own YouTube channel, or you know, all of those things, do them now. If 2020 hasn't taught you anything, it should teach you to go for your dreams and to do things now. And I am grateful that I decided one day to do it. And yeah, so it's been a blessing in my life. My last thing is that I think this is probably what most people will take away from 2020, is that our health is the most precious currency we can ever have. I am not perfect. I am not at all by any means somebody that somebody should look up to as far as health-wise. But I do try. Even in the middle of the pandemic, I started doing Pilates 3 times a week. I started walking, because that's all I really can do. I took it a little bit more seriously, because this is a pandemic, and whether you believe anything or whatever, it was time for me to really put that in the forefront of everything that I am doing, to make that a priority. It's also self-love, it's also self-caring, to really put yourself first, to take care of yourself and get out there and move. Now, you don't have to go to Pilates and yoga and all that stuff, but, you know, walking. And I'm not, you know, I'm doing this now I'm working out basically 5 to 6 times a week. And I'm noticing just a really clarity in my mind because of it. I'm obviously feeling better, but I'm also knowing that I'm really adding to the health and longevity of my life. And it is so important right now, and it always has been. And I think personally, I can only speak for myself, that I've taken my health for granted. And the horrible things that are happening in the world have really taught me to slow down and show myself some self-love and really take care of my health. Again, you know, come in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys if you resonate with that as well. I would love to hear what you've learned from 2020. I hope that some of us can look back and say thank you, because 2020 has been a big lesson learner for a lot of me. I mean, a lot of people I know, and obviously specifically me. Again, thank you for allowing me to make videos like this. I love just sitting down and talking to you. Of course, we'll be back to normal programming, but I also hope you allow me to speak my soul to you guys a little bit more this year and show a few little different things that are happening in my life. Last thing I'll leave you with is thank you all so much for supporting me and the Elle Squad clothing launch that just happened. I am seeing pictures on Instagram of you guys getting your stuff, and it just makes me so happy, and I am so eternally, eternally grateful for each and every one of you. All right, everyone, I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.